Welcome to Brain Health Besties, a human-forward podcast for those of us who want to feel better but don't know where to start. I'm Bailey, a licensed professional counselor.
And I'm Nia, a qualified mental health professional.
And I'm Shelby, a human.
We are so glad you're here. And we believe that you deserve to know how your brain works and how to nurture it, even when self-care feels a little challenging.
We focus on kindness to ourselves and recognizing our own needs with as little guilt as possible because your brain deserves a bestie.
Stars in my eyes, I can't see which way is right, but if there's one thing that I know, it's only up from...
Hey besties, the practices we talk about here are great for your brain, but this podcast isn't treatment. If you're feeling overwhelmed, please call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Help is always available.
Hey besties, you're tuning into a Be Well moment where we practice what we've learned about. Today's episode does connect to episode 11 and is all about finding beauty and gratitude. So if you'd like to learn more of the research, you can tune into episode 11. But today we are doing a finding beauty exercise and Nia's going to lead us through that.
Yay!
Yay! I'm ready for this one.
Yes.
Hey, it's fun too. I think it's fun to be able to just notice that we can use these anytime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because we've had a big, bad day, but maybe it's just, we just want to add a little something to our day. So I'm glad that you guys are excited for it. So let's just start by kind of starting to get comfortable. Let's just start with just a big, deep breath if you should choose to. So let's just take a big, deep breath in and out. And you can practice this any way you'd like. You might choose to close your eyes during this exercise and just use your imagination. Of course, we want to make sure that you're also safe. So if you're listening to this while you're driving, we suggest that you don't close your eyes. But make sure that you're doing it the way that might serve you best. So let's finish kind of getting grounded. Putting both of our feet flat on the ground helps us to feel actually grounded. Maybe you want to take your hands and put them in your lap because then you'll kind of feel the warmth from your own body. And then we'll just listen to some of the suggestions that I have as we continue this exercise. So we'll start by another big inhale. And an exhale. And then take your time to notice something in your immediate surroundings that you find beautiful. Something in this moment that you'd like to focus on. Try to be as detailed as you can. Keeping that thing in your mind, keeping that thing in your memory, looking closely at it. You might enjoy the way the sunlight is coming through the curtains. What does that look like? What does that bring up for you? Maybe it's the light on the leaves or the flowers outside that you can see. Maybe you have a photo around you of a loved one, or maybe a fur baby, or a place that you've been or one you want to go. Maybe you're looking closely at the color in your shirt, or even so close that you can see the different fibers in your shirt. Or maybe it's a memory that you're bringing up of the tiniest acorn that you've ever seen. Take a moment now to just savor that memory. You can tell yourself a story about that. You can recall the things that were around you at the time. Sitting here with this memory, listening to your breath. And now, as we come back into this time together, start feeling your own breath come back to its natural state with an inhale and an exhale. And when you're ready, you might start wiggling your fingers, your toes, move around a little bit, and open your eyes if they were closed. All right. Everybody's ready.
Yeah.
How was that for you all? We always like to kind of ask for just observations.
Yeah.
I was choosing, because I know you gave the option of either thinking about a memory or thinking about things in this moment. I really needed the grounding into the present moment. So I was looking for objects around that, the 3 objects of beauty. I'm loving the texture of the plant on the table. So I was really just noticing all the nuances and different shades of green and the way it tactily and texturally looks. I was also noticing Nia's rocking some hot pink sneakers
They
today
are
that
pretty
are
amazing.
fabulous. And there's this like dual tone pink that I was noticing. And then Shelby has a pretty awesome party nail that I was
too.
also maybe a little awkwardly eyeing. And those were just sort of that was kind of helpful to keep my brain in this moment and just pay attention to the little minute things in the surroundings that feel beautiful.
Love that.
Yeah. I chose to use my imagination, my mind's eye, if you will. And I am sitting here a little teary-eyed, actually, after that practice, because I imagined my dog. And something, besties, you should know about me is I love my dog.
Very true.
A little bit obsessed with him. He's the best. But I was picturing my dog, and he is getting older. He is probably 11 this year. And I was picturing he started to get gray hairs in his eyebrows.
No.
And so I was picturing the eyebrows, and it just made me really grateful because I've got to love him for so long. So that's where I went today.
What a beautiful moment. Thank you for sharing
Thank you
that
for
too.
sharing that.
No.
Well,
Her-
I'm sorry.
I was just going to say her dog's name is Trooper, by the way.
It's
and
true.
he is fantastic.
Shout out, Trooper.
You'll hear more about Trooper for sure. But I love this because this is just the 3 of us here right now in the studio. And you did both choose to do the exercise a little bit differently. And the different emotions that can come up with it with just something, taking some time, right? Giving ourselves the permission to just slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
So thank you all for being in it with me here. Thank you all for being with us. If you'd like to try it out again at a different time, remember it is episode 12. So again, we are grateful for you, and we just hope that you will be well and take care, besties. Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Brain Health Besties so you can find us in the future.
And since sharing is kind, share us with your besties.
If you have mental health or wellness topics you'd like us to chat about, please reach out to bewell@livebrightly.org.
Until next time, be well, besties.
Shining brighter than the sun.